What is a Friedman test? A Friedman test is used to determine whether one group's rankings on 3 or more observations of the same continuous variable or ordinal variable differ. So again, one group, it's going to be repeated or paired. One group of participants are going to be in 3 different conditions. This is a non-parametric test. It means you do not have to meet this standard bell-shaped curve. So if you failed normality for your repeated measures ANOVA, you might switch to the non-parametric repeated measures ANOVA, which is the Friedman's test. And if you're looking for additional help running the Friedman test, we have information in the University of Guelph SPSS LibGuide. There's information in the Laird Statistics Guide, or you could read the SPSS documentation. What are the assumptions of the Friedman test? We only have 2. The first is that your dependent variable must be ordinal or continuous. And the second is that your independent variable must be categorical. It has to have 3 or more paired groups or conditions. It means they're matched. The same participant is in 3 different groups, for example. All right, let's check these. So our first assumption is that your dependent variable must be ordinal or continuous. Here we're going to use fake data 1, fake data 2, and fake data 3. If we look at the data in these columns, we can see that the data have decimals and a range of values to give away that this is probably continuous data. So we've passed assumption 1. Our second assumption is we must have those repeated or matched conditions or groups for each participant. So if we look for participant 1, this person identifies as male, and they have data for fake data 1, fake data 2, and fake data 3. They've got 3 different categories or groups of information, and it's repeated data. Each participant has all 3. So we pass assumption 2. How do we actually run a Friedman's test? If you have passed all your assumptions, you're allowed to move on. You would click Analyze, Non-Parametric Tests, Related Samples. This is another case where SPSS sort of hides what you're doing. You don't really know where to find it necessarily. Think to yourself, what test was I just running? I was trying to run a repeated measures ANOVA. If I fail normality, I have to switch to the non-parametric test. Where do I find this test? Analyze, non-parametric tests, related samples because it's related or paired data. If you click that, it will open the non-parametric tests 2 or more related samples dialog box with 3 tabs, and you have to click something in each tab. In the Objective tab, you're going to click where it says Customize Analysis. And then you have to remember to switch to the Fields tab. In the Fields tab, you're going to take your 3 continuous or ordinal variables or groups and take them from the left side where it says Fields and move them to the right side where it says Test Fields. And then you have to remember to click the Settings tab. The Settings tab, you have to click Customize Tests. And then there are a bunch of different options here. You have to remember the name of the test you're trying to run. You are trying to run the Friedman's 2-way ANOVA by ranks K-samples. It's in the bottom right. It's hidden. And you'll probably want to select where it says multiple comparisons. By default, it has all pairwise. That's fine. Once you've clicked all that, you're going to click the Run button. If you've remembered to click your buttons in all 3 tabs, you'll get the Friedman output, which looks something like this. Your first table is called the Hypothesis Test Summary table. This gives you your null hypothesis in words, the name of the test that you tried to run, a significance value or p-value, and what decision in words you should make based on what your p-value says. So you can either get your p-value from this first table up here, or you can get your p-value from the bottom table over here, which is called the Related Samples Friedman's 2-way Analysis of Variance by Ranks Summary. It's a long title name, but they're the same p-value, so you could get it from either location. So here we have a p-value less than 0.05, which means we have statistical significance. We have found a difference between our groups. We don't know where yet. We don't know where those differences are, but somewhere our Friedman test has told us we have differences between fake data 1, fake data 2, and fake data 3. If you scroll down a little bit, you should have a plot that looks something like this. For whatever reason, the non-parametric tests put things horizontally instead of vertically. So you're probably used to seeing these graphs on the vertical, but it's put it horizontal. And essentially, what this is showing you is it's ranking your 3 different options. This is a little bit of a weird test to look at. The way the Friedman test works is it's rank ordering each of your different variables. So in variable 1, it's going to rank each of the participants as this person has the highest data, then the next highest, then the next highest, then the next highest. Within variable 2, it's going to rank order. This person has the highest data, then the next highest, then the next highest, then the next highest. Same with variable 3. Then what it does is it takes your 3 rank orders and it compares them across the different groups to say who has the highest rank for things. So here, fake data 1 has the lowest rank. It's got a mean rank of 1. Fake data 2 has our middling rank with a mean rank of 2. And then fake data 3 has our highest rank with a mean rank of 3. So Friedman's test is doing something a little bit different than what you're probably used to if you've seen ANOVAs before. Looking at this graph, you might not know where the differences are. You've got a p-value, you've got a graph. To find where your differences are, you're actually going to scroll to where it says pairwise comparisons. Here we've got fake data 1 versus fake data 2, and our p-value is less than 0.05, so we can say there is a difference in the rankings of fake data 1 and fake data 2. Then we've got, this is fake data 1 versus fake data 3. Again, p less than 0.05. We found a difference. And then we've got fake data 2 versus fake data 3. P-value less than 0.05. We can say we found a difference. And there's also a Bonferroni correction applied to this table as well. So super quickly, that is how you run a Friedman's test.